Yo, what up? We back on CT's RPT, Real Prison Talk with Wes. And tonight, I was supposed to have done a show with my boy Poop calling in from MacDougal. And I wanted him to share his story about how he got the 50 years that he in there serving. But, in DLC, things are subject to change. So things didn't go down as planned. He probably didn't get to come out tonight. I hope he's safe. I'm pretty sure I'll hear from him tomorrow, and we'll do the show as soon as I hear from him. So instead, I got some other things on my mind that I would like to talk about. And we're going to talk about how screwed up the system is. And we're going to start with DOC's classification. Now, I personally I don't like the fact that Department of Correction, when you come in, they'll send you to classification. But they classify you based upon their standards more than your safety. Meaning, take me for example. I was in jail. I was serving 12 years for possession in cells of weapons and drugs. And since I had 12 years, they classified me as a level 4, and they put you in the cell with whatever other level 4 inmates there is. So they had me in a cell with murderers, and I'm not griping about it because that wasn't the issue. Like, I was good anyway. Like, niggas fuck with me, I fuck with niggas. Me and all my studies was good. We never had no beefs. But what if you find somebody that ain't as strong as I am, or for whatever reasons, just I didn't have no problems? What if you find somebody that do have a problem with their celly? And it's fucked up because here this kid he's a drug dealer. That I believe you should be classified according to your level should be according to your crime. If you're a drug dealer, you should be in a cell with other drug dealers. If you're a murderer, then that's who you should live with, other murderers, and so forth and so on. Keep the rapists with the rapists. Keep the child molesters with the child molesters. Matter of fact, keep the rapists and the child molesters far away from me. You'll save a lot of problems. But it's just it's not fair to the person that has something to lose, because the murderer that's doing 60 or 70 years really has nothing to lose. And for example, they had this big, tall, Undertaker looking motherfucker that was there for killing his mom or killing his grandmother or some punk shit like that. But he was there for the rest of his life for murder. The dude didn't believe in showering. He might shower. Like, I don't know how true this is, but there's a rumor that if you don't shower after a certain amount of days, they take you down and hose you down, and which if they're not using soap, that shit ain't doing nothing but wetting you. But that's what they used to say. Like, oh, they used to always say that the dude used to take showers periodically. Let's say he'd give you about a shower once. It's 4 weeks in a month. He'd give you probably 2 showers a month. For a grown man, that's horrible. For a big grown man, that's even worse. So dudes used to say that, oh, the only reason he giving those two is because if you don't give your shower, they gonna take him downstairs and hose him. I don't know how true that is, but the dude used to smell so bad that when he'd walk by, after he'd walk by, the smell would still be there after he was gone. So I come out of my cell one day. The dude must have just walked by. And it's early in the morning. I come out and I smell that shit. That shit hit me. I got my little cup of tea in my hand, or hot chocolate, whatever it was that I was drinking. That's my boy Bezel. I'm gonna have to get up with him later. And I smell that shit, right? So it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Normally, I would just go on about my business and ignore the dude, his body, his odor. So what? Today, maybe it was just one of those days. You know, everybody has them times in jail, too. That's what you got to be careful of, too. Especially in them level fours where them lifers is. Everybody had them days where they just be like, you know what, man? Fuck that. So it might have just been one of them days for me. Because I come out my cell, I smell that shit, and I'm like, I go get my little spray. I'm spraying in front of my cell. So my homie Gutter, he come. This nigga thinking I farted. He like, oh, you farted? Because he see me spraying. So I'm like, nah, man. And then it just so happens that the dude, like, I don't know if y'all remember, I told y'all, dudes in jail got this shit called busting laps, where they just walk circles around the day room constantly. Just walk circles the whole rack. And he was one of them dudes that do that. I used to say dudes was weirdos that do that. My man K9, he didn't like it when I used to say that because he was somebody that liked to bust laps. That was his way, like when he wanted to kick it with you, like, yo, bust a lap with me. And then he wants you to walk around the day room with him while y'all talk. Keep other people out of your business. You know, you sit down, dudes might sit down right next to you and can hear what you're talking about. But this dude was really a weirdo. The big Undertaker looking motherfucker was a weirdo. He looked like Undertaker. Big white guy, long ass hair. He had that whole, I'm talking about Undertaker from wrestling. Not a regular Undertaker. I'm talking about the Undertaker from WWE wrestling. He had that whole Undertaker aura. Like, he walked all slow with his head down like the Undertaker. I think he knew he looked like the Undertaker and he was just playing a part. So when I come out my cell and my boy Gutter like, yo, what you farted? I'm like, nah, man. And the dude just happened to be coming. I'm like, this nigga stink, man. And then as I'm saying it, the dude is busting his lap and he's coming back past me again. So he looking at me because he know I'm talking about him. I ain't gonna do no bitch shit and act like I ain't talking about him. So I'm like, yeah, you. So the dude, like, he walked by like the Undertaker, all slow and weird. And he stared, he stared, he stared. So I said, you. I'm talking about you. So he didn't say anything. He kept busting his laps, didn't say anything to me. But this old school Jamaican nigga came to me and was like, yo, Wes. Because a lot of the dudes that I fuck with knew that I only had 12 years. I didn't have life like a lot of these dudes in there had. So he like, Wes, you going to end up having to kill that man. So if you ain't really ready to kill him and spend the rest of your life here, leave it alone. And, you know, I'm on my ignorant shit at the time. So I'm like, what you mean leave it alone? Like, fuck that nigga. So he like, nah, I tried to say something to him yesterday. And the dude invited me into the cell. When you invite somebody in the cell, that means let's go in the cell and handle this confrontation. Like, it's not nothing good. You go in there to fight, a lot of times only one person might come out. So he said the dude invited him in the cell. And me personally, I'm not going to turn down. And I told him, I said, he can invite me in the cell. I'm not going to turn down a good time. I'll go in there. And the Jamaican dude, he said, I know that, Wes. That's why I'm trying to stop you ahead of time because I know. He said, I got I forgot what he called it, but he was like, he's saying he got the power of self to where he don't care about somebody thinking that he's a punk or whatever. He can walk away from things. And he was saying that I didn't have that. So he was like, dude, invite me in the cell. I got the power to be able to say, nah, I'm straight, never mind. He said, but if he invites you in that cell, Wes, you going to go in there. And this man in here for killing his grandmother, his mother. So we know he ain't got no problem with killing somebody. So y'all ain't gonna go in there and just fight. It might be a fight to the death. Are you really ready to go in there and kill this man? When you only got 12 years, let's keep in mind that you could be home. You can make parole off of your 12. Or you could go in there and kill him and be in here for 50 or 60 like me. He said, I'd rather you go home. What would you rather? And now he's talking like that. And I'm like, shit. Now that I think about it, I'd rather go home too. You're right. The hell with that nigga. He's like, leave that man alone. And then I just was like, the thoughts was going through my head like, so basically it ain't fair for dudes that ain't got life. So we supposed to just let dudes that got life do whatever the hell they want because they got life. I wasn't feeling that. So now that's when I started breaking down DOC's classification system. Like, then he shouldn't even be around me because he has nothing to lose and I do. So God forbid you got somebody that might be feeling vindictive because this person don't have life like them. And that person could just become their prey. But you think DOC don't care about that. All they care about is we got a bed for you and we're going to put you there. So their classification system, like I said, is based on upon their standards. Okay, you sold drugs and you got this amount of time, you're a level 4. You go live with the rest of the level 4s. The hell with the fact that some of these dudes might be killers, some of these dudes might be child molesters and rapists. You put me in a cell with a child molester and I choke the hell out of him until he die or until he pass out and go to sleep. Now he want to wake up and press charges on me when I feel like he shouldn't even been around me anyway. You should have put him around other people that done the same type of crimes. You should be classified by your crime, not your time. And I think things would be a lot better. You know, that's just my point. But hey, who am I? I'm just, I guess, another inmate that was in there doing his time. And on that note, we're going to wrap it up. You know what I mean? I just wanted to share that thought with y'all. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram, wes.smith. And on Facebook, I'm Wes Smith. Wes without the T, Wes Smith. And until next time, peace.